Ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Welcome to the Ramonepreston Show. For all y'all that's coming on live, happy Tuesday. Today is Tuesday, August the 29th, 2023. This is the day that the Lord has made. We are rejoicing. We are glad in it. And I'm telling y'all, I am super excited about today's show. So please do me a quick favor, hit the like button, hit the share button, tag Lolly Dolly everybody, and let them know that your boy, Ramonepreston, my squad, we are all live right here in the beautiful Buckhead community of Atlanta. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Ramonepreston Show. Again, hit the like button, hit the share button, tag Lolly Dolly everybody, and let them know that your boy is live right here on the Ramonepreston Show. I want to say thank you to all of you that have signed up for our upcoming business boot camp that we're hosting this Saturday. September the 2nd, from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. I'm going to be standing or sitting or both right here in my studio this Saturday from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. and I'll be doing a deep dive on 4 of the most important wealth building topics that you have to learn and implement into your life, into your business, into your finances. So if you are interested and eager to learn about holding companies, asset management, creative tax strategies, operational systems, if you're eager to learn how to scale your business to 6 figures and beyond, I highly recommend and I encourage you to join me this upcoming Saturday, September the 2nd, from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. for a live virtual business boot camp. We have extended a special offer for the last few weeks to all of you that watch us on the show every day. It's an exclusive offer, which means you can't go to my university training platform and find this offer because it's only $97. And we are offering a VIP ticket to the virtual boot camp this Saturday, as well as 1 year of unlimited access to 4 of our main training courses on holding companies, asset management, creative tax strategies, and operational systems. So you get 5 benefits inside of this business boot camp bundle. If you want more information about that $97 offer and those 4 unlimited courses for a year and the VIP ticket, I want you to look in the comments. My Millionaire concierge, they're going to drop the word boot camp with a number that you can text them. When you text that number today, we will get you signed up, onboarded instantly so you can start training and be very prepared for our business boot camp this upcoming Saturday, September the 2nd. So again, I want you to look in the comments. You will see inside of those comments, you will see the word boot camp, and you're going to see a number. You're going to see a number, okay? And I want you to take that number and I want you to call or text the word boot camp to that number. So for $97, we're giving you 1 VIP ticket to our live virtual boot camp this Saturday, as well as 1 year unlimited access to 4 courses. 4 courses. These are training courses that that literally have changed the course of life for so many people who are entrepreneurs. Even when you get access to the courses, you're going to see inside of our platform that we have so many different students. We have a lot of clients. We have people who are building businesses, who are changing the trajectory of their entrepreneurial journey because they're learning, they're getting educated, and they putting that education that they're getting and they're learning to practice. So again, welcome to the show today. Thank you for being a part of our community, whether you're a part of my personal community, my ministry community, business community, or all of the above. On today's show, on this beautiful Tuesday, August the 29th, my goal for today's show is to share with you some things that you can use as keys to create a presence and a value proposition in the marketplace. Here's what's so good. Every Monday night at 7 p.m., I host a live, exclusive private coaching call. We call this our Millionaire Monday coaching call. And this is exclusively for all of the mentees who are in our 1-year Millionaire Mentorship coaching program. And so every Monday we do this 1-hour deep dive where we hear success stories, we answer questions, we interact with one another, we network, we connect, we share our experiences, and I take some time to talk about certain subjects or topics or concepts and principles that are relevant in today's world for the entrepreneurs and the small business owners that we work with. And so last night, we were having this conversation about creating a presence and a value proposition in the marketplace. And I thought that it would be very beneficial and valuable if I shared some of this with you today. Of course, I don't have the time like I do in my mentorship program to really break down all the details of these concepts and topics that we discuss. Remember, this mentorship program is a 1-year program. So our mentees have a whole year, 52 weeks to show up every week, to come to our workshops, to go inside of our courses, and to learn and to put these things that we talk about to practice. So I won't be able to do all that today on the show, but I will at least be able to share with you the 3 keys to creating a presence and a value proposition in the marketplace. So the question, I guess it should be a question. The question that I want to pose, the question that I want to pose to you, if I could pose a question to you is, do you want to be a successful entrepreneur? Do you want to have a successful business? Do you want to get to a point as an entrepreneur and as a small business owner that you can pay yourself and hire people and pay them and have money to cover your operating expenses and your expansion projects? If you want to be put in that type of financial position as an entrepreneur and as a business owner, there are some critical things that you got to do. And I think some of the things that you have to do are tied to how you create a presence in the marketplace and how you create a value proposition. Meaning that when you create a presence, okay, I want you to understand this. When you create a presence, when you create a value prop, that's what we're going to call it today, a value prop. When you create a presence and a value proposition in the marketplace, what that means is you have figured out how to show up every day as an entrepreneur and get the attention of the people who can potentially do business with you. So if you're an entrepreneur, you got an idea to sell a product, you got an idea to provide a service, or both. You know there's something valuable that you want to bring to the community, to the world, to the marketplace as a whole. Well, it's going to be important for you to create a presence. You have to create a presence. You have to become someone, and to some extent, you have to become something that can garner enough attention because your presence is felt. Your presence is felt. Now, this requires a lot of work. It requires you to really educate yourself and build the muscle to be able to do this over long periods of time. But it doesn't mean just because it's hard that it's impossible. So you have to create a presence. And when you create a presence, or while you're creating a presence, you don't have to wait until you do create a presence, but while you're creating a presence, while you are consistently showing up as an entrepreneur, as a problem solver, as a leader, as an influencer, as a whatever it is that you are, when it comes to your products and services that you represent. While you're doing that, you want to be able to create value propositions. That means you want to be able to get my attention. And then once you get my attention, you want to be able to have a conversation with me, hopefully that makes me raise my hand and say, tell me more. Or that makes me raise my hand or stretch my hand and say, give me what you got. So that's the importance of creating a presence and creating a value proposition. So I want to give you a couple keys that you can use to do both of these, okay? So here's the first key to creating a presence and a value proposition. You have to, and I'm gonna use this as like a basis, you have to consistently and properly, we're gonna use these two words as a basis. Okay, you gotta consistently and properly position yourself, your business, and your brand. And these are not, or these should not be three different things. So this is the first key to creating a presence and creating a value proposition in the marketplace. So when you show up on social media, when you're on TikTok, when you're on Instagram, when you're on Facebook, when you're on LinkedIn, when you're sending emails out, when you're texting people, when you're passing out flyers, when you're going to networking events, when you are doing a seminar, when you're doing a free live, and whatever the things are that you're doing, all of these things make up what you are going to have to use to create a presence and to create a value proposition in the marketplace. Both of them need to work together, because you don't want to just create a presence, but then don't back that presence up with a value proposition. Meaning that if I do something to get your attention, like I'm doing today, if you listening to me, if you watching me, whether it's for 1 second or 1 hour, if I'm creating a presence for me to get your attention, then I need to back up and reinforce that with creating a value proposition. I need to offer you something or propose something to you that's valuable enough, or that reinforces the initial value that I gave you for you to pay attention to me. Are you understand what I'm saying? And so the first key to that is you have to consistently and properly position yourself, position your business, and position your brand. Now, what I want you to start wrapping your mind around is all three of these need to become one. All three of those need to become one. You need to figure out, how can Ramonepreston be a person? How can Ramonepreston be a business? And how can Ramonepreston be a brand? So whatever your name is, whatever the name of your business is, whoever you are, you got to figure out, how can you yourself be positioned so that you and your business and your brand feel like one. Because you don't want to detach yourself from your business and detach your business from your brand and think that people are going to easily connect with you. It's too complicated. Don't nobody want to go through all this work to try to figure out, do we connect with you? Do we connect with your business? Do we connect with your brand? Are you three the same? And guess what? You might think that this is not important, but I'm telling you, if you're a solopreneur, if you work a job and you got a business on the side that you're trying to get off the ground and you ain't got enough working capital, you don't have resources, you ain't got a lot of support, I'm telling you, this is going to be one of the biggest game changers for you, to be able to create a presence every day and to create a proposition every day. So you got to consistently and properly position yourself, your business, and your brand in the marketplace. Now, some of you may be asking, okay, Ramon, if I have to do this, where do I start? I personally think it starts with how you structure your business. I think it starts with how you structure your business. This is one of the concepts that I teach And it's something that I'm going to be covering this upcoming Saturday in my business boot camp. And it's covered inside of a couple of the programs that I'm giving you 1 year access to. One of the concepts that I use to teach how to do this is a concept that I call the SMS matrix. The SMS is an acronym for structure, marketing, sales. So I show you how you have to literally create a business structure that gives you the ability to stand at the top of the mountain so that you can go into the marketplace and get attention from people based on who you are as a B, brand ambassador, who you are as a business, and who your business is in terms of its brand identity. Those are the 3 B's. So it doesn't matter what type of products or services that you offer that you're trying to sell inside of your business. It really doesn't matter. What matters most is how are you positioned here so that when you do start showing up on Facebook and social media and sending emails out and going to events and giving away free ebooks and all that stuff, once you start doing that and you create a presence, the value proposition needs to be strong enough to give me a reason to come back into the ecosystem and participate in one of the things that you got going on. Whether that's buying something from your online store, whether that's using your service, whether that's allowing you to do something for me because I'm your client or your customer, it really doesn't matter, but it all starts with the structure. Okay, that's why talking about holding companies and the structure of a holding company is so important to me, because when I started as an entrepreneur, a lot of these things I didn't really understand. But as I started educating myself and observing other successful business institutions and corporations, not just individuals, I realized that one of the reasons why a lot of these institutional type corporations are so massively known and have such a presence, and they don't even have to ask you to buy something. You're just programmed to buy something from them. It is because of how they positioned themselves within their structure, and it made it easier for them to position themselves in the marketplace. So their positioning became their value proposition. Do you understand what I'm saying? It's kind of like if you try to go into a building and you really got to get into that building and you know what you need to survive is in that building, but then there's a bouncer, somebody who's like 6'9", 320 pounds standing at the door, and they got pistols and they got nunchucks and they got knives and guns on them, and they standing at that door. That person has already created a presence just by how they position themselves at the front door. Well, you got to do that with your business. Supermarkets do that well. Think about a supermarket if you can't think about a bouncer in front of a door. Think about a supermarket. When you walk into Walmart, Walmart has one door. Of course, they got doors on both sides, but just for the purpose of this conversation, a supermarket has a main door that you walk in, right? When you walk in the main door, they have maybe 20, 25, 30, or 15, depending on the size. They got multiple aisles. So those aisles are full of products. Those stores have certain services that they provide, but they're not highlighting all those aisles and all those products outside the store. They're just highlighting the store. If you want milk, you got to go to Publix. If you want cheese, you got to go to Publix. If you want salt, you go to Publix. If you want water. So everything is within the context of Publix, and your business has to become like the store. And you've got to create a presence so that people look at the front door, but they know on the other side of that front door is everything they need. So again, the first key to creating a presence and a value proposition in the marketplace is you want to position yourself, your business, and your brand. And personally, I think you got to learn how to do it by making yourself and your business and your brand feel like one. That's what I work on every day. I feel like I'm still building my brand. I don't feel like I got the breakthrough that I'm waiting on and I'm working for. So every day I'm building my brand. I'm waiting for the time that I get that breakthrough. But even while I wait on that big moment, that breakthrough, every day I am consistently and properly positioning myself, my business, and my brand so that you can remember Ramonepreston, so that when you see the RP logo on something, you can associate it to Ramone. When you see me showing up and I got blue on, that's a color scheme of my brand. So I'm being very intentional about a lot of the things that I'm doing because I want to create a presence. I want my presence to become a value proposition. I want to make it easy for you to see me offer something and you say, you know what? Say less, Ramone. Just give me the number again. I'm calling. I'm signing up for the boot camp this Saturday. Like, I don't see it on a massive level, but we still see it in smaller levels, meaning that I have a boot camp coming up Saturday, right? And I'm offering it for $97. I don't have a huge community. I don't have tens of thousands of people following me and supporting me yet. But there are a couple handfuls of people who see when I'm offering something and they reach out and say, hey, sign me up. Send me an invoice. I'm in. What time? Do you want me to show up? Well, how did that happen? Well, a part of that is because I've been consistently and properly positioned right. So I'm always representing my brand, my business, myself, my family, and I'm always doing everything I need to do to show up, to create a presence, and to create a value proposition. And I'm giving people something to work with, okay? So that's the first key. Let me give you the second key, all right? Hopefully you got some value out of that. If you got value out of that one, I want you to put something in the comments to let me know that was a big key for you, especially if you're a solopreneur, you're doing a lot of the work yourself, you're trying to figure everything out. Please let me know how that first key just gave you some value, all right? And again, if you're coming on, joining us live, we're talking about keys to creating a presence and a value proposition in the marketplace. A lot of this stuff that I'm sharing with you now is going to be packaged this Saturday during my business boot camp. It's the live private event that I'm hosting. I would love for you to join me. It's only $97. And as a bonus, I'm giving you 1 year unlimited access to 4 of my training programs on holding companies, asset management, creative tax strategies, and operational systems. These are like 4 wealth building principles that you have to learn and utilize in your business, no matter if you're a solopreneur, no matter if you got a side hustle, you're a network marketer, even if you're an employee with the expectation to start a business, you're gonna need those 4 wealth building principles, okay? So the second key to creating a presence and to creating a value proposition is you need to document the details of your journey. So I'm gonna kind of shorten this. Document the details. I'll just shorten it to that, okay? So what does that mean? You want to document the details of your journey. So what happens is when you make a commitment to create a presence in the marketplace, right? And you make a commitment to create a value proposition. Now what that means is every time you show up on social media, every time you show up to an event, number one, you got to show up and create a presence. You got to get known. You got to figure out how to get attention. But once you get the attention, you need to have something to offer people so that your attention can actually lead to a conversion. So that means you got to have a valuable offer. You got to have a valuable product. You got to have a valuable service. And a lot of times, in order to get from attention, I want you to catch this. In order to get from attention to conversion, in order to get somebody from that point to this point, okay? In order to get somebody from here, that's attention, to conversion. In order to get somebody from attention to conversion, in order to get somebody from attention to conversion, you need to have a story. You need to share an experience. You need to document the details of your journey and mark each milestone along the way. Does that make sense? So that means you might not have all the experiences that you want to have, but whatever the experiences are that you do have, you need to document the details of those experiences. You need to at least document the details of those experiences so that at the very least, you are able to share your journey along the way. But you cannot share a journey with nobody if you don't document the details of the journey. So just think about, if you're a small business owner and you're watching this, think about all the ideas that you've had, all the things you tried, all the ups and downs you had, all the losses you took, the money you spent, the networking events you went to, the coaches you paid, the courses you took, the masterminds you joined. Think about all that stuff. Well, if you would have documented the details of those journeys, you would actually be able to put together some type of step-by-step process for what you do, for how you do it, and the expected results from it. You might not think it's successful, but there's always somebody one step behind you, if you understand what I'm saying. You can't just keep looking at everybody on social media that's winning and feel like, you know what, I ain't got nothing to give somebody. Don't you know the people who are on social media winning, there's a portion of them who are lying. They capping. Okay? Like all the stuff you see on social media, there's a percentage of the people that you see on social media, they ain't winning. They ain't making no money. They ain't got no real business. It's all a prop. All right? Then you got another set of people. I think I'm one of these people who, in the other set of people who we're winning, but we ain't winning on the level we want to win. So we have to wake up every day and still scrap it out like we just getting started. I think I'm in that category. I'm not in the category of the multimillionaire or the billionaire who made it and they're just on social media because they want to be, where I'm on social media because I gotta be. I have to be on social media. I have to show up every day because I'm nowhere near where I want to be, and I don't have the wealth that I want. I don't have the security that I want yet, even though it's easy for me to look back and see where I came from, but I know I got a lot to go. But that still doesn't stop me from documenting my details. So I could come on here, I could share with you things that I want to share. Tonight, I'm going to be doing a special class with a group of entrepreneurs who are a part of like this multi-million-dollar organization that they have selected me to be one of their teachers and instructors. I'm honored. But guess what? A lot of the things that I share with them, I'm not where the CEO of their organization is, but I have enough experience and documented details to know things that the people that I'm gonna be talking to don't know because they're just starting their businesses. Do you understand what I'm saying? See, a lot of y'all, the reason why you don't create a presence in the marketplace because you intimidate yourself. You feel like because you ain't got $1 million sitting in the bank, because you ain't got 15 employees, because you ain't on a private jet every week, because you ain't got 2 Lambos and a Wraith sitting outside, that you don't have nothing to share with people. Document the details of the ups, the downs, the good, the bad, the wins and the losses, and create. That's the second key. Create a step-by-step process for what you do, for how you do it, and the expected results from it. So that's number 2. All right, last but not least, number 3. Here's what I want you to do. Number 3, the third key to creating a presence and a value proposition is build value. Number 3, build value around your experiences. Like I said, if you're going to bring somebody from attention to conversion, so if you go out every day, you on social media, you networking, you passing out cards and flyers, you giving away ebooks, you helping and serving and supporting other people, and you just show up all the time, you're creating a presence. And then you start creating a value proposition, meaning that you're letting people know if they need free advice, if they need free support, if they need something from you, they can reach out to you. And you start sharing as much information as you can and as you know, based on your journey to get where you are. At some point, you can start building value around your experiences. Do you understand what I'm saying? There's a difference between building value around expertise and building value around experience. Let me say that again, because you probably missed it. There's a difference between building value around expertise and building value around experiences. So even when I don't have the expertise, see, there's a lot of things that I don't have the expertise on, but I have the experience. What kind of experience, Ramon, if you ain't got expertise? I have the experience of resilience. I have the experience of not giving up. I have the experience of determination. There are a lot of deals that I've done with people and business opportunities that I have seized, not because of expertise, but because of experience. I built value around my experience. I'm willing to show up and learn. I'm willing to show up and do whatever needs to be done to get us from point A to point B. And a lot of you, I know you are sleeping on your potential because you intimidate yourself for what you think you don't have. You don't have money. You don't have credit. You ain't got this. You ain't got that. But you know what? You have experience. I just launched a new business venture 29 days ago on August the 1st, a new real estate venture. And guess what? I'm still trying to lock in my first deal under this new real estate venture. I still haven't locked in one deal. The first day we launched it on August the 1st, we were sending a contract out for our first deal. That deal fell through the first week. We had a couple other deals that were potentially on the table, and the wind blew them off the table. When I turned around to say something and look back, and the deals were gone, I couldn't even find them. But guess what? I'm still showing up. So just because I don't have the deal, just because I haven't gone to the closing table, just because I haven't acquired the asset yet, doesn't mean it takes away from my experience. So I want you all to understand, within the next 3 years, there's going to be an emergence of people who have captured this concept of entrepreneurship, business ownership, and they have figured out how to create infrastructures like holding companies. They've figured out how to become asset managers within their holding companies. They have figured out how to implement creative tax strategies, how to become more efficient with operational systems and processes. Everything that I teach almost every day to my students on my online university, everything that I talk with my mentees and clients about as a coach and a consultant, are the things that are going to become the most valuable opportunity assets in the next 3 years. So if you have an issue creating a presence, creating a proposition, getting attention, making conversions, making money, increasing your revenue, doing business the right way, you don't have to stay on that hamster wheel. At some point, you can get off. You can educate yourself, empower yourself so that you can start making an impact. So with that being said, I hope you got some value today from the 3 keys to creating a presence and a value proposition in the marketplace. Like all y'all that watch the show, if you're not a part of my Millionaire Blueprint or my Millionaire Mentorship program, this lesson that I'm giving y'all today, that I've given you for the last 30 minutes, is a lesson that I went deep in with my mentees on our coaching call last night. These people paid thousands of dollars to be in our 1-year Millionaire Mentorship program. And I felt like I needed to share some of this information with y'all because I really want to see the entrepreneurs of today win. I don't want you to contract. I don't want you to look at what's going on politically, religiously, socially, culturally, economically, and allow those things to make you fall back with the intention to come back around in 2 or 3 years. It might be too late for you. And I hate to say that because sometimes that sounds a little harsh when we say, oh, it's too late, because somebody else will come back and say, it ain't never too late long as you living. Well, I've seen some people wait too late and they never come back around. So we don't want to take the chance of hoping that it ain't too late. We want to seize the opportunity now. The number of millionaires are going to double in the next 3 years. The number of coaches and influencers is probably going to double. There's going to be trillions of dollars of wealth transferred from the baby boomer generation to our generation, and it's going to be tied to, mark my words on this. Mark my words on this, y'all. It's going to be tied to these 4 things. I guarantee. And I might be wrong because I don't have cryptocurrency up there. I don't have AI, which all of these things are going to be influenced by crypto and AI and all of the technological advances. So it don't mean I'm off just because I don't have artificial intelligence up here or cryptocurrency or digital assets. It just means that these are like the pillars. These are like the landmarks for the winners in today's marketplace. So this upcoming Saturday from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Saturday, I'm talking about Labor Day weekend, I'm going to be here in my office, my team, we're going to be here because we're going to take 6 hours and we're going to do a deep dive on holding companies, asset management, creative tax strategies, and operational systems. I believe these 4 concepts will be the biggest factors to your success if you learn them and if you put them to work. So I want to extend the invitation for you to join me this upcoming Saturday. I am offering 1 VIP ticket to my upcoming virtual business boot camp, and I'm offering 1 year unlimited access to all 4 of these courses and programs. So for 1 year, you get to educate yourself on holding companies, asset management, creative tax strategies, and operational systems, as well as you get to join me this upcoming Saturday for a live 6-hour deep dive called the Business Boot Camp. If you can't make it the whole time or stay the whole time, the replay will be back up, but we want to get you onboarded to our Business Boot Camp bundle. All you need to do is text boot camp, text the word boot camp to one of these numbers you see on this screen, or if you look in the comments, you will see my Millionaire concierge. They are already inside the comments. Just take one of those numbers in the chat or in the comments, text the word bootcamp to that number, and we can either process that $97 payment over the phone, or we could send you a secure QuickBooks invoice. We could get you signed up now, get you instant access to these 4 courses now so you can start training. So by Saturday, you already have your questions lined up. So when we go through our boot camp, I can answer your questions. You might have questions on how to file and form a holding company. How do you structure a holding company? If you have existing LLCs, how do you start a new LLC as a holding company and transfer those assets of those businesses to the new one? You might have questions on what language do you use when you obtain your EIN or your articles of organization? You might have questions about operating agreements. You might have questions about how do you manage the day-to-day operations of a holding company and other subsidiaries under that holding company. We cover all that just in the holding company segment and in the holding company program that I'm giving you 1 year access to. We're going to also talk about asset management. I'm going to share with you about 30 different assets that you have to identify with, start accumulating, because you probably have some of these. You just didn't identify with them. And then once you accumulate them, I'm going to talk to you about how to integrate them into your holding company and your subsidiaries to increase your net worth, your enterprise value, increase your revenue. We're going to do a deep dive on that. We're going to talk about creative tax strategies as well. I'm going to show you how to minimize your taxes, maximize your deductions. And I share this stuff with you as an entrepreneur. I work with these CPAs and tax people on a regular basis. I've learned a lot. I know it's helped me in my business continue to grow. It's given me the ability to leverage and maximize these strategies so I can grow quicker. And I want to make sure that you have corresponding courses for a year that you can keep learning and training on even after this Saturday's boot camp. We're going to also take some time to talk about operational systems. I know every small business owner needs a general operating system. So that means you need to have a set of platforms and processes that track the day-to-day activities of your sales, your marketing, your operations, your administration, and your finances. If you can figure that out and put a couple platforms together and have processes to track the data of what you're doing every day with your sales, your marketing, your finances, your administration, and operations, you're going to become like a monster, a beast in business. So I want you to sign up today. All you have to do is look in the comments, take that number you see in the comments, text the word bootcamp to that number. You're going to see one of these two numbers inside of the comments. And for $97, we're giving you a VIP ticket to this Saturday's boot camp. We're going to give you 1 year unlimited access to these 4 training programs. And guess what? We're going to help you put yourself in the best position to not just create a presence, not just to create a value proposition, but get attention in the marketplace, make conversions so you can continue to do what you believe God has called you to do. So I hope y'all learned something today. Give me some feedback in the comments. Let me know what your biggest takeaway was from today's show. I'm super excited. We have a few more days remaining in the month of August. God ain't through yet. My wife always reminds us that, hey, it don't matter if we got 1 day left in the month or a couple hours remaining in the month. If there are certain things you want to see happen before this month ends, you can see those things happen if you're willing to get the right information, put that information to practice, and put a whole lot of effort behind it. So I love and appreciate all of you. Thank you all for joining the show today. Again, all of you that want to join me this Saturday, we are extending a special offer to our social media family. Those of you that watch me live and follow us on social media, for $97, we're giving you a VIP ticket to this Saturday's live virtual business boot camp. And we're adding inside of that business bundle 4 training programs for 1 year. So you can learn about holding companies, asset management, creative tax strategies, and operational systems. Like, you're not going to find this information for $97 nowhere. I don't think you will. And you're not going to find it for free, because I know some people say that. Oh, I'll just Google and YouTube. Okay, do that and come back and let me know. And I guarantee, no matter how much research you do, there are just some things you're not going to find on the open internet. It's created and designed to be that way. It's supposed to be that way because everybody's doing business. You got to become a business person. You have to understand there are some things you just need to exchange with money because you want people to buy something from you. I don't understand how entrepreneurs want everybody to buy something from them, but they're not willing to buy nothing from nobody else. Come on, man. For real? You want somebody to pay money to buy something from you, but you never buy nothing from nobody else. Here's what one of my mentors always says. To the degree that you are sold, you will sell. Think about that. That's one of my mentors' favorite quotes. To the degree that you are sold, you will sell. So let me show you how that works. When you have an issue with people selling you something, and you always think people are scamming you and trying to get over on you, well, to the degree that you are sold on that, to that degree, you will sell. That's probably one of the reasons why you have a hard time selling. You have a hard time asking people to buy something from you. or you have a hard time converting people into customers and clients, paid customers and clients, because somewhere in your mind, you feel like you're cheating people because you feel like everybody cheats you when they sell something to you. You got to break that. This is not the time to be tied up in all this stuff we've been programmed to believe. This is the time for you to educate yourself, prepare yourself, empower yourself so you can crush it in the next couple of years. Somebody on Instagram, Mr. Gray247 says, I'm with it. Thank you. Congratulations to you. Says Google and YouTube takes forever. Yes, it does. And guess what? You get so much confusing information. Most people who build their whole lives off of YouTube and Google are indecisive. Some of y'all don't even know that. But most people who build their lives and their beliefs and their views and their information off of social media, Google and YouTube, most people who do that are indecisive people. Why do you think they're indecisive people? Because they listen to so many different opinions, they have none. They listen to so many other people's opinions, they have no opinion because they don't know what opinion to go with. They have not formed their own opinions, their own values and views that they can stand on because they've never received centralized information for them to commit to. I'm not saying everything one person has is right, but what I'm saying is if you don't get results from this, you probably ain't gonna get results from that. And if you think you're gonna get this, that, this, and this, and form an opinion, you're misleaded. You're sadly mistaken. So all of you, I want you to join me this Saturday. If you can't stay with me the whole time during the 6-hour deep dive, you're going to have access to the replay for a whole year. So for $97, we're giving you a business bootcamp bundle. It includes 5 different modules. That's what you're going to get when you pay $97. The first module inside of that bundle is going to be the private link to this upcoming Saturday's bootcamp. So that means after Saturday, when you go to that module, you won't see the link, but you're going to see the replay for this Saturday. So you can always go back and rewatch and get any question answered that we answer during the live. There are going to be 4 other modules inside that business bootcamp bundle for the $97 that you have for 1 year. Those other 4 are going to be these programs. It's going to be a whole program on starting and structuring holding companies. It's going to be a startup kit in there. We got operating agreements. We got all the documents and forms you need. We have walkthrough video tutorials to show you how to get your EIN for your holding company, your articles of organization, how to draft an operating agreement. I make it so easy for you. It's a do-it-yourself tutorial inside of here for holding companies, operating LLCs, subsidiaries, divisions, and the training is like second to none. Then you have another course on asset management. I show you 30 different assets that you should accumulate, integrate into your business to further increase the valuation of your business. We do the same thing for the creative tax strategy course. We show you how to minimize your taxes, maximize your deductions, how do you track your day-to-day financial activities, and we have a course on operational systems. These 4 courses, I know they're worth thousands of dollars. I could pat my own self on the back because I know how powerful and impactful these courses are. So with that being said, thank all of you. Look forward to hearing from you. Get the numbers in the comments, text the word bootcamp, and I look forward to seeing you this Saturday. But until then, we'll be back tomorrow, same place, same time, 12 o'clock noon, right here, ladies and gentlemen, on the Ramonepreston Show. Peace.